What's up guys, NukeTuber here with the first official Call of the Wild video. And what I would like to do for y'all today is kind of go over the new map that EW has presented us with, Emerald Coast, Australia. And with a new map comes new animals to hunt, which I am actually really excited about. So here in this video I'm going to go through each animal with the pictures that EW has presented with us. And actually here in the first slide that I have for y'all, we have the eastern gray kangaroo. And obviously there are other pictures and better pictures. This is just the one that I chose for the time being. And we'll probably get into more of those other pictures later, but for now, let's move into our next animal, the saltwater crocodile. This one was confirmed by EW the other day. They made a little emote picture of a cartoony looking crocodile with the word salty under it. For those of you that have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't, well, if you can find it, you can find it, but sadly I did not link it in this video. But EW gave us a picture of a saltwater crocodile sitting on the beach, watching either sunrise or sunset. And I'm actually pretty excited for this, considering the crocodiles we were given on Mississippi Acres. I'm actually really excited to see what they did with the salties. But anyways, on to our next animal, and up next we have the magpie goose. And EW gave us a picture of obviously one right up close and then a flock behind it, but this is great. It gives us a new waterfowl species, a bigger waterfowl species, and something to look to in the skies of Australia. So not much to say about this one, but I'm excited for it. Up next, we have the hog deer. Now, hog deer is kind of a smaller set deer. In a way, it kind of reminds me of the axis deer with the antlers being kind of small. I don't know if this is really a big buck or a small buck, but regardless, pretty cool animal. We actually got two pictures here. I think it's the same picture, just from two different angles, or like the same deer, same place, just two different angles. But regardless, I think it's pretty cool that we're getting another small deer, but I'm actually really excited for this. So on to our next animal. And up next, we have our first Class 9 animal that we've had in a while, the banteng. I don't know the proper pronunciation, but I think it's banteng. But in a way, it kind of reminds me of a water buffalo. Jaxie Beard also in the live stream that EW did, he mentioned that they may at some point backfill with water buffalo, so in a sense we could have two Class 9 buffalo species on the same map, which I think is actually really cool. But I'm actually really excited that I'm gonna be able to use a 300 on another map. So another big animal for the books. Let's go. And for our next animal, it's another new animal, the rusa deer. So yes, we're getting another deer species within that map, brand new. Kind of looks like a red deer with the coat, but I like it. I actually was looking at some images of these online, and these guys can get pretty big. So if this isn't a diamond, I'm super excited to see what a diamond would look like. So really interested in that. So I'll probably be hunting those pretty heavily. But now on to our next animal, and up next we have the what looks like the new and improved feral goat. Now I say new and improved because when you look at it, you can see with the beard and with the coat there looks to be some changes. The face looks better because none of the current feral goats look like this. If you go log on to Tay, none of the goats currently look like this. So I think either A, with Australia, we're having completely new goats and we're keeping the old goats from Tay, or they're entirely remodeling the goats. But, you know, feral goat, we've seen them, we love them, but let's keep moving on to all the new stuff. So on to our next one. Up next, we have the sandbar deer. Now this is actually a pretty large deer. Looking at it, it looks to be the size of a Roosevelt elk. So super excited to see this. Super excited to hunt this. It's another big game animal in a way, so I'm curious to see how they model it in game. But another big animal I'm excited to hunt. And now moving on to the rest of the animals that we have today. The rest of the new stuff that we haven't had a picture of yet is the stubble quail. We don't have a picture of that yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be a lot like the bob white quail over on Mississippi. And then as for stuff that is crossing over, we have obviously the feral goat we saw a picture of. We have the feral pig or feral hog, just like we've seen on Mississippi. We're also getting axis deer, so we're getting a lot of deer on this new map. Along with the axis deer, we're also getting red fox, so that's nice to see another map with red fox. Looking forward to being able to hunt those on there. Of course, we're also getting red deer on this map as well, so a lot of maps that have red deer. I think red deer is the one species that's on the most amount of maps, so possibly a new spot to grind red deer great ones. Speaking of great ones, with Australia, fallow deer is also the last animal coming to Australia, and the fallow deer are the new great ones. And on the live stream today with Jaxie, he showcased us the fallow deer, and I actually really enjoyed looking at these. I actually liked them all. I think by far the great one fallow deer what is the best great one so far that EW has brought to us. Me personally, I enjoyed this rack. The rack looks like an Irish elk rack, and along with this fur variant, the fabled silver. Probably my second favorite fur variant was the fabled hooded. That is a close one, but honestly, I could not be disappointed getting any of those fur types. But yeah, now moving into the more logistical stuff, they give us a description kind of what biomes we're looking at. So we're looking at obviously the Australian outback, as well as some subtropical bushlands and the tropical rainforest of Australia. They have also explained within the live stream and in here that kind of the story or campaign, whatever you want to call it, will kind of help explain the map and things within it. Also with the map, there is a new weapon, the Vegan Verminter 22-250 bolt action. And I plan to give this weapon a go. Not sure how I'm gonna like it, but it'll be interesting to see how it goes hunting with this weapon. So kind of excited to use it, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, up next, there will also be a new outfit for your player character. We've already gone over the great one. Your tents and blinds and whatnot can now be painted or have a wrap on them, just like the weapons can. There will also be a new animal audio call. Other than the mating and warning calls, there's now a fleeing call. There was also 2 new multi-mounts added in with the new species for this map, and more that we will figure out along the way. Now, what are my closing thoughts on the map? I think that it's a great map. I think 14 species total, 8 of them being new. This is not only is it a map, it's a reserve, it's everything we want it to be. I'm really excited to see what this map will hold, everything that is going to happen with this, and I can't wait to play it personally, so I can't wait to hear y'all's feedback and see what y'all think, and I can't wait to see what EW gives us in the future. As always, much love. Like, subscribe, comment, leave your opinions. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.